Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to your academy DNA. So in the last part, we talked about and we saw how to add a static route in a VM appliances and without having any VPC pairing, how we can reach multiple VPCs VMs having the multiple NICs. So let's today focus on basic VPC pairing. But before that, let's go and delete the static route we have added earlier. So let's SSH to Europe VM1 where we have added a static route and SSH to the US VM1. Perfect. It will take time. So let's go and look at the local routing table. Show us IP route show. Here you go. These are the three static route you have added. Correct. So how to remove? Simple IP route delete and submit 10.2.2.0/24. Okay, so we would require the root level login and then you can execute command IP route delete 10.2.2.0/24. Then similar way IP route delete 10.2.11.0/24 and 12.0/24. Okay, so IP route show. Perfect. So currently you have a default setting, default route towards the NIC 0, connected entry for NIC 0 and connected route entry for the NIC 1. Perfect. Then go back to the your Europe instance. In the Europe, execute the command show IP route or IP route show. Then you have a two static route you have added over here. Right? I don't think you have added any route. No, you do not have any route over here, static route over here. Okay, no problem. Then do one thing. Let's try to ping now. Let's try to ping NIC 0, US VM1 NIC 0, IP address 10.1.1.2 to NIC 1 10.2.11.2. Let's try ping IP address 10.2.11.2. No, okay. Let's try to ping US Europe Central to VM2, which is in VPC2 10.2.12.2. No. Why? Because we do not have any route or we have not yet done the VPC pairing. So let's go and configure the VPC pairing. How to configure the VPC pairing here now? So to configure the VPC pairing, let's first understand the basic concept. VPC is a independent network which you can use to have your all the VM instances in a particular network. When it comes to VPC pairing, we make sure both VPCs should not have the same IP address schema. If your IP address schema or subnets are conflicting, your VPC pairing will fail. Okay, so let's go and configure the VPC pairing. Go to the VPC network pairing section. Then go to the create connection. Once you create connection, you have to create two connections. One from VPC1 to VPC2 and another connection from VPC2 to VPC1. It's just like a BGP. In the BGP, you have to define the neighbor statement, right? If you define the neighbor statement only on one router, but you do not have any neighbor statement on router 2, so what will happen? Your BGP neighborship will not come up or establish, I can say. So continue, click on continue. Name VPC 1, 2, 2. Your source VPC, VPC1, your destination VPC within the same project or another project within the same project, VPC2. Guys, by the way, I will have a detailed deep dive video for VPC, which include a VPC peering as well. So currently, we do not have any static route, dynamic route, so no need to import and export a custom route. We do not use any public IP address or private IP address, so I don't think we would require this option. But definitely, we will have this discussion in detail. Then create. Now you have created VPC peering between the VPC 1 and 2. Now you have to create one more group from VPC 2 to VPC 1 peering. Okay, it's a bug. You cannot see over here. You have to just refresh. Once you refresh, then you can see your VPC peering 1 connection. See, now this is a peer group. Here you have only VPC 1 to 2 peering. Source VPC 1 and the peer VPC network 2. It's inactive. Why? Because you have not yet configured the VPC peering from VPC 2 to 1. So create VPC peering connection. Continue. Name VPC 2 to VPC 1. Now here the source VPC is VPC 2 and destination VPC is VPC 1, which is in the same project, and just click on create. So now what will happen? As soon as these VPC connections come up, right, it will show as active. So what will happen? These two VPC will exchange their connected subnets with each other. Perfect. So what will happen? On VPC 1, you can see the route for subnet 1, VPC subnet 1, subnet 2, Europe subnet 1 and Europe subnet 2. You will see all these 4 routes in the VPC 1, VPC network 1, and similar way you will see the US subnet 1, US subnet 2, Europe subnet 1 and Europe subnet 2 is in the VPC network 2. Then what will be the next stop address? In the VPC network 1, you will see the next stop is a VPC network 2, and in the VPC network 2, you will see the next stop VPC network 1. Go ahead. See guys, now here I can see the status is active. Status is active. Okay. Then go and check the route table of VPC network 1. How to check the route table of VPC network 1? Go to the VPC network. Select the VPC. Once you select the VPC, you will see all the associate routes, local routes, and the route received from the VPC peer. See here, click on route, and the route you can see here. This is my directly connected. This is also my directly connected. It's again directly connected. But if you look at 10.2.11.2, 10 means network ID, 2 means VPC ID, right? So 2 you will get it from the network peering VPC 1 to 2 peer. Clear? So now you have a route to reach VPC network 2 subnets, and as well as in the VPC 2 you have a route to reach VPC 1 subnet. So let's go and try to ping the IP addresses. Okay, so let's move on. Diagram. In the diagram, now I am logged into the US VM1. From here, let's try to ping Europe central to VM2 IP address 10.2.12.2, right, which is connected to the VPC network 2. Ping 10.2.12.2. Here you go. I can able to ping. Why? Because now VPC 1 know the route for Europe central to VM2 machine. Now, how traffic is flowing between these two VPC? Let me just select the pen. Okay, let's move on. Now, whenever you're trying to reach Europe central VM2 machine, which is connected to the VPC 2, at that time your US VM1 send traffic towards NIC 0. Why? Because default route is something pointing towards the NIC 0. It's a default behavior. right? So what will happen? Your traffic will receive on the VPC1. VPC1 send traffic to VPC through by VPC peering session, and then it will connect it to the Europe central to VM2 machine. What about the reverse traffic? Reverse traffic, of course, Europe VM2 have only one NIC card, which is NIC0, and by default route is pointing towards the NIC0. So what will happen? Your VM will send traffic towards the VPC network 2 gateway. VPC network 2 look for the destination IP, which is 10.1.1.2. Oh, it is via your VPC pairing. It will send back to the VPC network 1, and VPC network 1 route traffic towards the US central VM01. Perfect. So now it's okay. Yeah, I can understand. You can able to ping this IP address. I'm sure you can able to ping this IP address via VPC pairing. But whenever you try to ping this IP address, VPC pairing will not comes in the picture. Why? Because this 10.2.1.3 and 10.2.1.2 belongs to the same subnet. So whenever you will initiate a traffic from US VM1 machine for US VM2, which is belongs to the different VPC, what will happen? Traffic will travel from this path. Why? Because this NIC1 subnet and NIC0 of US VM2 belongs to the same subnet. VPC will not come to the picture. Okay, do one thing then. Now, definitely you have a route to reach 10.2.11.2, which is NIC1 of Europe Central VM1. So can we go and ping this IP address from here, from there, from here to here to here? Let's try and ping. No, you will not able to ping this IP address, even though you have a route in the VPC, but you won't able to ping the IP address of NIC1. Okay, let's go and try to ping. Ping 10.2.11.2. No, you will not able to ping. Why? So let's discuss. The reason behind it, whenever US VM1 initiate the traffic for 10.2.11.2, what will happen? Because of the default route, traffic will send to the VPC1 default gateway. VPC1 default gateway look for the destination 10.2.11.2. How to reach 10.2.11.2? Yes, you do have a route. Yes, in the VPC1 10.2.11. Right, you have a route via VPC pairing. See, you have a route. You already have a route in the VPC1. Right, we are in the VPC1, and in the VPC1, I can see the route for the destination. Correct. So what will happen? VPC1 handed over traffic to the VPC2. VPC2 send traffic to the particular region NIC1. These instant definitely receive the traffic, I'm sure. But what will happen? Because of the default behavior, default route is pointing towards the NIC0. Your instance will revert the traffic through this path. Right? Absolutely correct. Yes, it is correct. That is the reason, because of this asymmetric routing between the two VPCs, you are not able to receive the ping response from the Europe VM1 NIC1. This is the reason. Then how we can do this then? If you would like to achieve this, so what are the different ways to achieve? Either you can add a reverse route. You can add a reverse route on Europe VM1 instance for network 10.1.1.2. Right? Then only you can able to ping this. Correct? But what will happen if you try to ping this IP address NIC0 within the VPC? You will not get any response. Why? Because NIC0 is in the VPC1. This NIC0 is in the same VPC, but still you will not able to ping these IP addresses. Why? Because you have now pointed the destination 10.2.1.0/24 towards the VPC2. Right? So what are the solution? Number one, policy based routing you can do, or you can add a manual route. Clear? So thanks for watching this video. We'll see the policy based routing in detail in our next section. Thank you so much.